Hello, my name is Seamus Kiely. I'm a sociology professor based in the United Kingdom, but originally from Cork City in the south of Ireland. 10 years ago, I made my thesis documentary on the hip-hop scene in Cork. Little did I know that it would go on to become one of the most controversial films in Irish history. Steamin Dreamin started out as a shocking exposé of the gang war between Rochestown and Carrigaline, but soon turned into a surprising look at the power of music, creativity, and friendship, all through the eyes and mouths of notorious Cork rappers Grandmaster Cash and Dr. Fekenstein. The attention the film got changed my career. I moved to the UK and took up a research job at a prominent university. I fell out of touch with Cash and Feek. When I saw that the 10-year anniversary of the film was coming up, it struck me that we're living in a very different world from that of 2009. In the era of Trump, climate change, and #MeToo, is Grandmaster Cash still relevant? The question stuck in my head. What was Robert Cashman, aka Grandmaster Cash, up to? I decided to get back in touch. But it was much more difficult than I thought. Robert had closed his old email accounts and changed his phone number. I managed to contact Fekenstein, who had moved to London to pursue a career as an actor. Feek hadn't spoken to Cash in years either, but had heard rumours that he was living off the grid in West Cork. I was shocked, but more determined than ever to find Grandmaster Cash. So, with the info from Feek and some very rough coordinates on Google Maps, I flew home to Cork and hit the road to catch up with Cash. It took hours of driving and a lot of asking locals before I finally got a tip that sounded promising. As I approached the house, I felt a sense of trepidation. How would it feel to see Cash after all these years? What if I was intruding on his privacy? Would he want to be interviewed again? Would I even be welcome? I needn't have worried. How are you?
Decent.
You are not an easy man to find.
Nah.
So Cash, this is the last place I expected to find you. What brought you to this place? What have you been up to?
Farming in the Wild West, Will Smith. Just like, digging holes, putting things in them. Not much has changed there. No, I put seeds in them. Putting them in, watering them, giving them different fertilizers, things like that. Poo is good. Garden in the future. Probably won't suit you. Pulling all the weeds up so they don't ruin my food crop.
You're still a very stylish man.
Cheers, man.
I noticed that you've toned down your attire somewhat.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to, stick out like a sore tongue down in the countryside. You'd be freaking the locals out there with big tinfoil hoodies and things like that, I got this specially made. It has chains, which I used to love, and it has plants, which I love now.
You still got one chain.
Yeah, I took them all off because they were killing me neck. This one, it has a feather on it to kind of remind me about me chickens.
Chickens?
They're balls, right? But they'd be bigger now than spatters.
Sweet! Sweet!
I loves them.
Come on!
Eggs come out of them and all, and they just has these, holes in the back of them.
Come on!
And they sit up, and every so often, egg comes out, bang, into the pan, scramble it up, eat it.
Sweet!
Protein.
So it's been a decade and time has to take its toll. So Are you doing anything to keep in shape?
Eating healthy. Eggs, mostly. I throws fists. Not at anyone. I throws them at, I has a bag outside. And basically turn these bad boys into weapons. Conor McGregor will be in bits after me, I'd say. Knockout blows be thrown and everything. Mike Tyson. Martin and a brat lover.
The question that everyone's asking and that I need to ask is, have you abandoned hip-hop?
What? What? Not a hope, boy. I always be, writing tunes, rapping, and then I tries out new things. So with mumble rap, I find that a lot of the time it's too clear. You can hear what people says, and the whole point is that you can hear nothing, So what I likes to do is I like to get Fox's glacier mints and just put loads of them into my mouth. Can't hear a thing then, like. Plus it's very tasty, keeps the breath fresh too,
I got the oil meat all in my mouth. I can't do that noise yet, cause I can't get fuck in the face. And I'm guessing like it, yo. Gonna shut you fucking crash, you're gonna break it, yo.
How did the film's reception affect your life? Is there any part of you that misses your old success?
Yeah, me langer. You kind of gets used to riding all around you and stuff like that. Sort of being a face that people know around town. Definitely the riding, loads of riding. Yeah, I just wish someone kind of would have told me that there was consequences to sex, drugs, rock and roll,
What sort of consequences?
Yeah, so this one is Shaniqua Chantel. This one here is Rihanna Miley Cyrus. And this little fella here is Tavon Rocky. So I've been keeping, yeah. Alright, boy. I didn't make them on my own. Made them with someone else. 3 someone else's, actually. Yeah, it just looks that I has to look after it, and I loves it. So yeah, it's good. Being a dad, being a farmer, like I said, living the good life. Just some dope.
As Cash played with Shaniqua, Rihanna, and Tavon, I realised that once again, so many of my presumptions about him and about creativity were upturned. Yes, the world had changed in the past 10 years, but so had hip-hop, and Cash along with it. The music had given him a passion and a drive that would last through thick and thin. He may not have found the fame he so craved in his younger days, but creativity doesn't need fame to thrive. It just needs patience, care, and time to grow. Through caring for his children and the plants in his garden, Cash had learned patience. And through hip-hop, he had learned to grow with the times. As I drove back to Cork Airport and to my life abroad, I felt a sense of closure. In a world racked by division and partisan politics, I took solace in knowing that somewhere out there, Grandmaster Cash is still doing what he does best. Being Grandmaster Cash.
We love all stuff that most kids like. Dancing, singing, riding bikes, building snowmen.